came here to negotiate and sign a treaty with Russia. Well, first they signed it with the United States, but they found out that he was lying all the time. They called him Creole.
Huh. So that is interesting. I remember seeing a movie called Men in Black. Are there really men in black?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, you were once in the military. The planets in our solar system move closer to the sun in our solar system. And the other planets on the outer edge of our solar system start to move in.
Okay,
you remember when, but everybody wanted to change that afterwards, and they never showed you nothing else, did they?
No,
they sent a probe to Mars.
Yes.
Everybody wants to deny it now.
I remember.
But they showed a picture of a Sphinx on the surface.
I remember seeing something like an image of a face. And that was from a distance. But
like the Sphinx in Egypt.
Yes.
But everybody wanted to change that afterwards, and they never showed you nothing else, did they?
No, they never did. So basically there is life on other planets.
I mean, let's be realistic. What would make you think that this planet was the only planet in the whole solar system that would have life, conducive for water?
Yes.
But like I told you, just like they have built facilities underneath the earth here, they probably have done the same thing up there.
Wow.
Man. It is believed, according to Cooper, that they've already gone the moon and on Mars. They've already got satellites off headquarters there inside of glass domes.
We was talking about the United. You know, we talk, and you know what, the United States is in such a chaotic state economically.
No.
Yeah.
No. Let me clear up something.
Okay.
The United States Republic is not.
Okay.
The United States of America Incorporated is. With the empire. And it was just renewed again in 1986.
1986.
And it was, when it was going to be renewed, the prince whose father, the emperor, was sick and about to die. He said he wasn't going to sign the treaty anymore because every 50 years it's renewed. So guess what? He was in a boat out on the lake, and the boat capsized, and he accidentally drowned.
Accidentally, yeah.
Then his brother, who came after him, he signed the treaty again.
I want to explain something to the people. You know what, I'm asking them questions at random because you know what, this gentleman has a wealth of knowledge, and I just don't want to pin it down to one subject matter.
No, I'm a dummy.
No, sir. And what I meant is about the United States, the people, I mean the lower class and the middle class, it seems like the gap is getting wider and wider. And where are they going to put the people where once people are living out on the streets? You know, we mentioned something, I just heard something about X-24 camps, and can you explain what X-24 camps are, and is this where they're going to house the people?
It's X-4 camps.
X-4 camps, my fault.
X-4 camps were built in case of dissidents causing problems, should there be famines and a lack of food and lack of money and things of that sort, so they could control dissidents like yourself, who might talk to the people and tell them what's really going on.
Yes, sir.
So they could watch you, make sure they know where you're going, what you're doing, because they'll put you in one of them camps with other folks. But see, back in, I think it was 1948, they passed a law. And you can go on the internet and find out and say I was telling you the truth.
Okay.
And you can look up the King Alfred Plan.
King Alfred. Okay.
That was the law passed by the United States Congress in 1948 to set up these kinds of camps.
And that's to put people that are dissidents, people that are unwanted, people that are troublemakers, to lock them away for the rest of their lives. So.
Well, they can do that now to you.
Yeah, they really could.
There was a guy, he wrote a book called The Secrets of the Federal Reserve. Can't think of his name, but that's the name of the book. But he didn't tell anybody where his material was, the government.
Yes.
Because he wanted to show them that the Federal Reserve was a private corporation and not even a part of the government. So when he did that, they went and brought him in, arrested him. So he made a mistake.
Yes.
Said he was going to play crazy. So they put him in the federal mental health
Plead
facility.
insanity.
They put him in the federal mental health facility. Now, when you're in the federal government, can't let you go till you're like you were when you came in there.
Okay.
If you're in their prison system.
Hmm.
So if you weren't crazy when you came in there, they got to keep treating you till you get your mind back. He was there for over 30 years.
30 years, huh?
And never was charged with a crime.
Yes. I want to ask you a question about change. You know, you once told me a story about an Alderman Marino.
Loreno.
Can you share that story?
Sure, when I was in the...
Well, first off, can we really bring about change in America?
Well, I'd have to refer to several things and answer that question.
Okay.
And then I'll deal with the story that Alderman Marino, whose daughter...
Okay. I'm leading up to another question, though, after Marino.
Whose daughter took his place.
Okay.
All right? Who was Alderman Marino of the 39th Ward. I'm not a communist. I'm not a socialist. I'm a Moor. And I'll be honest with you. Lenin, who was the head of the Communist Party, which was funded by bankers anyway,
yes,
from this country, all right? And those 300 families, they gave them the money in order to bring about the change over in Russia.
Okay.
But when you find out the truth, as he later found out, he wrote a book. The title of the book is Capitalism, the Highest State of Imperialism.
Yes, sir.
And when you finish reading the book, you come to what he says. For a revolution, and revolution only means drastic change.
Okay.
All right. Can never take place in America. Because the lumpen proletariat, which means the poorest of the poor, are daily being bought out.
Yes, they are.
So they come to you, or be one of my good friends who is on cable.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of his name. I did a show too. Mark.
Yes, my buddy. Tell my viewpoint, my buddy. Yeah.
Mark said if Mayor Daley would give him a job tomorrow.
Yes.
He said he would never talk about nothing. He'd be quiet. So that's a perfect example of how the lumpen proletariat is daily being bought out.
Yes. We got 3 minutes left about Marino. Can you share?
Alderman Marino told me one day, I came early to the city council, and he said, "Kid, I want to talk to you." He said, "I'm going to try and save you." I said, "What you going to save me from?" He said, "Take it easy, kid." He was Italian. He said, "Listen, kid, you ever heard me give a speech?" I said, "No, never." He said, "What do you hear me say?" I said, "Yea and nay." He said, "You should learn to do the same thing, kid."
Yes.
I said, "No, I'm going to show my viewpoints for my people." He said, "You really came down here to help them bastards. That's what you call them."